front of you, this is a double neck SG guitar. We're going to be taking a look at this thing, see if it's a pile of trash or if she's worth playing. Love tuning 12-string guitars. Alright guys, so what you're looking at here is a copy of a double neck Gibson SG. Now I was going to look at buying a kit like one of these, but I found this one for cheaper than the kit already built, so I thought why not buy this and upgrade it as I go. So what you're looking at, all the parts completely stock. I haven't done anything with the strings, tuners, nothing. We're going to be testing this thing out, see if it was worth the couple $100 I paid for it. If anything, it looks cool on the wall. So the main reason I wanted to go after this thing is just because Jimmy Page had one like it. I thought it'd look cool to have one similar. So that's why I went ahead and bought this guitar. Alright, so as you can see, the finish of this guitar looks super nice. They really did a good job there. Honestly, these cheap manufacturer companies are starting to do a really good job with their finish work. They must have got the patent down or something, all the ideas they stole. But yeah, moving on, the fret inlays. I've always been a fan of these double fret inlays like that. I think they look really cool. But that's about where the good things end on this guitar, sadly. And moving up to the tuners, they really aren't the greatest. This thing has came out of tune about 4 times since I've been out here just trying to test it out, especially on the 12 string. I know 12 string nuts can be sometimes hard to get set right, and they definitely did not do a good job on this one. Kind of along, I guess, with the 6 string one. You can see the D string is cut down way more than the A string above it. And then even the E string, they barely got the E string, even a slot cut in there for it. So you can tell they didn't spend much time on that. The bridges, they look pretty cheap. I would like to upgrade these at one point, get a better bridge for it. Moving on though to the selector switches. So what you got here, this is a little different than some of the real ones. You got, of course, your 3-position switch for running the pickups, pretty standard there. You also got a 3-position one down here for the bottom neck. And this one doesn't have a third switch for telling you what neck you're on. You got to just run just the volume pots to control each neck, which is a little different. And I guess some people probably rely on just covering their arm on that 12 string when they're not playing it and muting that. Or if you can be quick with the volume, turn one down and turn one up. So you got both of the volumes on the top here, and then the bottom 2 are tones. This is the top neck, and then front ones are the bottom neck. Moving on to the electronics, they don't sound that good. You can hear kind of a lot of overtones and stuff like that. A little bit of wobble in them when you kind of push them side to side. So as I was doing this review, I was just going to bring up the frets. You can see my high E string here. It is stuck underneath of this fret right there. So there's another downside right off the bat. Yeah, you can see these frets. They did a horrible job polishing these, and like right there, it's really sharp. You run your hand along there, almost cut you. They're hanging over the edge. Some of these ones up towards the front though, they didn't do too bad a job on. This guitar, yes and no. It's one of those things where if you're buying it to actually play it, it ain't gonna work too well. But if you're buying it just to have as kind of a toy and a little bit of a collector, it's not gonna sound great, but it's still gonna be at least playable. Maybe with some upgrades this could turn into a pretty decent guitar. But besides that, I really wouldn't trust it all that much. You could hear it going out of tune and it just didn't sound quite right. But new bridge, new nut, new electronics, that would help this guitar a lot. And it's still cheaper than spending $7,000 on one, so I guess it's up to you. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like guitars or music, you're in the right spot. Go ahead and hit subscribe. We're just getting this channel rolling, so I appreciate your help. Anyways, thanks. We'll catch you in the next one.